I'm Margaret Holloway. I am from Atlanta, Georgia. I teach at Clark Atlanta University, and I'm the assistant professor of English as well as the composition coordinator. I teach mostly first-year composition courses, a few literary theory courses, but my expertise is really first-year writing. We have a pretty big learning gap, and we have to figure out innovative ways to kind of close that gap. And one issue that we experience is that students need a lot of supplemental learning when it comes to grammar, punctuation, mechanics, and the learning curve assignments help that. A learning curve takes away the stress of having to teach so many concepts in one period. The instructors have seen a decrease in their workload because they don't have to worry about the grading or the questions. And the students have even said that, it feels like a game to them. When we were all on Zoom during the pandemic, I used to have everyone log in to Achieve. Let's do 1 or 2 learning curve assignments together, and let's talk about them and see how can we connect this to your own writing or a particular paper that you may be working on. So they enjoy it. It's very interactive, and again, it helps meet certain student learning outcomes. One thing that I really love about the Achieve products is that it is inclusive for a lot of students, particularly at my institution. I have taught students with sight disabilities. They have difficulty hearing things. The students can listen to the chapters, they can enlarge the text, they can highlight, notate, and it's very interactive and multimodal in that way where it speaks to students across the spectrum. It has definitely helped students, whether they have disabilities or not, be more engaged with the learning content, the content of the course, because they are able to customize their learning and reading experience. And they really like the adaptability of it. So, depending on their performance, the assignment will adapt to make it more challenging or less challenging so that they could really get a sense of the skills that they're trying to learn. For them, having something low stakes, but also something digital to play around with, explore, and use in an educational environment really sparked their interest. And a lot of my students, have told me, if you don't do anything else, please just keep the learning curve assignments from Achieve. And I have had several faculty who said, whatever you change, keep Achieve because our students need it. They love it. It's really helping them become more competitive students. And so I really, took that to heart because I make those decisions, those textbook decisions, software decisions. And so if nothing else, they want Achieve to stay around. So, and I do too. So it's good that, my faculty are, we're all on the same page. Everybody loves it. For me, insights would be the performance of your students in class. I used the data to get a sense of the class average, but also to see what are the key skills and concepts that the students are struggling with that I may need to teach more or devote more time in class on. I don't have to spend 30 minutes talking about a thesis when my students really need to focus on organization patterns. So it's very helpful for me as an instructor. If I'm teaching how to become a active reader, I can go in and find a learning curve assignment about active reading and pair that with the week's lesson. If students need supplemental help on adverbs, adjectives, there's a learning curve for that. So I pair that in, whether it's live instruction or I want them to do it for homework. There are over 45 different assignments that I can choose from, and they're going to be in alignment with what I'm teaching. So it's pretty easy for me. Why not take, extra time before the semester starts to really learn and implement a product that's going to make the rest of those 15, 16 weeks so much easier on myself. Achieve is going to allow me to take a breather. Achieve is going to take off some of the grading that I have to do. Achieve is going to calculate and analyze data for me. And all I have to do is download the reports. So I would rather, spend a little more time up front, preparing and learning, any new features that come out so that I can have an easier semester. I figure out, okay, what part of Achieve is going to work with this. And I just take that time at the beginning of the semester to really prepare, and the rest of the semester is a breeze because I've done the work up front and I let Achieve do the rest basically.